Is this the future e-commerce? Shopify on steroids. Today I'm going to show you how this crypto giant is putting e-commerce on the blockchain and the drastic impact it's going to have for small and medium-sized businesses. Now, for those of you guys new to the channel, we spent millions of dollars on advertising and we've made 7 and 8 figures in e-commerce sales alone. So we know a thing or two about what we're talking about. And I feel like we've just spotted an absolute gem. The main issues that I've seen on Shopify and WooCommerce is data tracking, supply chain management, and of course, saturation. And I'm sure if you're anything like me, you're sick and tired of not being able to track all the data that your customers are doing without having to find the latest app, which is most of them are terrible, and without being able to, having to upgrade every single one of your stores. Because initially Shopify don't get no heat maps and everything always seems to be mistracked lately. Let's not get started on Facebook. Mistracks about 70% of what's going on. They only show you some off-track spreadsheets, and when you're running Facebook ads, Facebook tends to waste half of your budget on audiences which they know aren't going to get you any sales because they're spending your hard-earned capital just to gather more data and sell it to the next business. The best thing I've liked about the blockchain so far and cryptocurrency companies is they're so transparent and they don't tend to hold all of your data in one centralized place and go flog it to the next highest bidder. If any company comes onto e-commerce and does the exact same thing that we've seen with decentralized finance, then hey, I'm ready to go all in.
Going all in.
All in.
Moving all in. This could be it.
Because this is going to change the game. And then we've got saturation. As soon as you find that winning product, you go ahead and scale it. Before you know it, you've got hundreds and hundreds of teenagers in their boxes, whipping up the same store. I've even seen it personally where people have copied the exact same thing with my website. They've copied my ads, they've copied everything and just ripped everything completely.
A great success!
And look, we've seen the rise of NFTs and the way they've obliterated knockoffs when it comes to your latest art or even your collectibles. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the ENFT. So what's the ENFT? This stands for e-commerce non-fungible token. Kind of like NFTs, but a little bit different. And the first company to do this is called Split. And ironically, they're one of the first companies to do NFTs all the way back in 2017. Okay, so how exactly does Split plan on solving all these problems? They have tons and tons of different features, but I feel like the main things that stood out for me, especially being in the dropshipping, is solving how exactly to stop competition. So what they allow you to do is upload your products onto the blockchain, and once they're on there, you don't have to be really techie. They have a really easy app and you just upload your inventory onto there, and that's minted in what's called an ENFT. To put that into layman terms, it means that the NFTs that we see today, people trading game cards and people trading art, and that's became a multi-million dollar industry. Well, they're going to bring that onto Shopify and they're going to bring that onto WooCommerce, and that's something that is insane. By having a ENFT and your own products becoming NFTs, that means that people can't just copy off of it. But what about if you want them to? What about if you want people to resell your product and you want to get affiliates? They allow you to offer a bounty. Now that means that you can start selling your trendy products and trendy gadgets, and instead of fighting the competition, you can embrace it. You can get them to resell your product, and as soon as they do that, you're going to get 100% of the commissions, and you can set your own bounty as well, which is absolutely insane because it opens up a whole new realm of being able to scale. Instead of having to worry about contracts, instead of having to worry about anything overcomplicated and having to look at different ways of supplying your product to different retailers, you can just upload it to Split and have people go out, find your product and find past winners. I'm looking forward to finding different ways to offer value to new retailers and, being able to increase my average order value without even having to, run Facebook ads. It's something very, very interesting, but that's just me. That's just me rambling. The next interesting thing that I actually found out about Split is they're going to allow you to be able to be in control of all your data, and you're not going to get tons of mistracking on data and, understanding which affiliates are doing the most sales, worrying about having to pay different affiliates and people that want to resell your product, and all these things are tracked to pinpoint accuracy. That there in itself is absolutely insane. And then we have, beaten over by suppliers. And me personally, I've had so many products and we've scaled stores and we've went out, found a new supplier, and the supplier does you over. The other feature that was very impressive, they actually offer a escrow, and that's where they put your money that you've paid for the supplier in escrow, and until the shipment is fulfilled, then that's when the supplier is going to get their money. I don't know how much they're going to put in escrow or how it's all exactly going to work, but that escrow feature will be very, very interesting, because maybe that means you don't get done over by suppliers, and maybe that means that it's not going to be something that stops you from being able to scale. You're going to be able to find more reliable suppliers. You're going to also be able to find suppliers all around the world as well, with realistic and honest reviews as well. Watching this channel, all the different skills and the different strategies that you've learned, we can go ahead and we can be the first drop shippers and the first e-commerce experts to apply this strategy to a whole different industry. Everybody always asks me, okay, Tyro, is it too late to start drop shipping? Is it too late to start e-com? You know, what's the best strategy? What's the newest strategy? And guys, in this video, I'm the first person to give you this strategy. This is putting e-commerce on the blockchain at a time when it's absolutely trending, and this is the new thing. You know, NFTs are the hot new thing for consumers, and well, now we have the NFT. If you can't tell already, I'm excited.